Welcome back to Alexander Acres Homestead. My kids are hungry and I have extra sourdough discard. So let's make some chocolate chip sourdough scones. This recipe is so quick and easy to do. Plus it's a crowd pleaser. First we will start with 250 grams of unbleached organic flour. Then we will add about 75 grams of sugar. You can add more if you like. Next we'll be adding about 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Then we'll add a half a teaspoon of salt. Mix it all up real good. And then set it to the side. Now we're going to add about 125 grams of sourdough starter discard, 1 egg, 2 tablespoons of milk. You can use half and half, heavy cream or whatever. Add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Mix it up real good. Get everything nice and mixed. Next we got our butter. Now you can grate it or you can cut it into pieces like I'm doing here. And I just used a pastry cutter or dough scraper or whatever you call this thing. Add the butter to your mixture of flour. Now we're going to use the what you call this thing? Pastry cutter. Get that butter combined into the flour. Make sure it's combined really good into small little pieces, like pea-sized pieces. Once we get all that butter in there, shake it up a little bit. Now we're adding about a cup of chocolate chips. You can use milk chocolate, semi-sweet chocolate. We've even used white chocolate. Whatever I have on hand is what the kids get. Make sure you mix that up a little bit. Get flour all over your chocolate chips. That way everything stays separated. Then you add your sourdough discard mixture there. We're gonna mix that up pretty good. And then dump it on the countertop. And use that scraper for everything. Now we're going to mix that dough up. Press it and shape it. Get that extra butter there that was stuck. Mix that on in. Smash it down. Flip it around. All the things. But the scraper helps me keep one hand clean. just in case I forgot something. And this is just like making biscuits. Biscuits with sugar and chocolate chips. So we're scraping it up, we're flipping it over. Kind of creates little layers, you know. That was nice and sticky, so add a little flour to the countertop. Make it a little bit easier to work with. And again, I am flipping it. You don't have to keep flipping it, you know. I just like to play with it a little bit. Spread that flour around again. If it gets too sticky. And now we're getting ready to shape it. Have you a nice disc shape there. It doesn't have to be perfect. Now we're cutting it down the middle and across. And there you have it, 8 scones. So now we're going to take a little bit of milk. I just poured in the same bowl that I've been using. You want to brush the top of these scones so when it bakes up it has that nice brown color to it. And then I like to pop it in the freezer at this point. So I'll pop it in the freezer and then I'll turn the oven on, set it to 400. Once that oven beeps, I'll put them in the oven. Cook them for about, I don't know, between 12 and 15 minutes. Whatever, you know, keep an eye on it is what I always say. Next, we're going to make the glaze to go on top. You don't have to use this. You don't have to have glaze or icing, but my kids like it. So I make it. A cup of powdered sugar. About a tablespoon and a half of milk. Again, you can use half and half. You can use heavy whipping cream. Whatever you got, you can use it. A teaspoon of vanilla. And then my grandfather always used a butter knife. So that's what I'm using. We're going to mix it up real good. And as you can see, it's a little thick. I don't normally measure anything, so I'm having to play with it to give you guys some measurements to go off of. And so started with a tablespoon. And that's what I got. Not thin enough for me, so I added a little bit more milk. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Push those scones close together. And let's go ahead and pour that icing on there. And there you have it. Drizzle it on. I can't talk. And just use it all up if you want. Back and forth. And that's it. Takes about 45 minutes from start to finish. Great for breakfast, a to-go snack. Anytime my kids have sports or a co-op, I fix these and throw them in a container. And it can be a snack on the way to or from the baseball field or anything. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.